And then we'll
Okay, so click that arrow next to participants. Yep, and then invite.
should it be copy invitation or copy invite link?
Copy invite link. The invitation is like 5 pages long
Yeah, it gets me so confused on that.
with international phone numbers and all the things.
All right, let's see. Oh shit. That's not it. Oh yeah, Control V.
Wow, what did you click to do that?
Control V.
No, I mean,
Command V.
okay.
Yeah, right.
Showed you the whole clipboard.
Yeah. Oh, it does that. Like if you send it to the link, it always goes, Zoom may not be supported on your browser.
Yeah, you gotta copy the link into Chrome.
I feel like that's what messes people up so much.
If you want, if you could, you want me to type in there?
Yeah, that's fine. Oh, you have to admit people?
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. Hello. Hello. Hey guys, can you hear us? Can you hear us? I can
Yeah,
hear you. Yep,
we can
I
hear you.
How's it going?
Hello from Texas.
Hey,
I mean, big.
how's it going, Angela? How's it going, Maureen? Deborah?
Hey, baby. A party.
I
It
know,
is a
let's do it.
party.
So the plan is to get through all of
And
this
like
by the time
Deborah?
we're done with
For
this.
me?
We have our wine.
What now?
I should probably be taking notes, but I'm not gonna lie.
Recording it.
I'm on, okay, good, because I am on vacation.
Yeah, I came in Dino's.
I'm gonna have a good time and I have a nice drink,
Yeah.
so
Oh,
forgive
yeah.
me ahead of time.
Do
I'm
your
going
thing,
now.
Angela. We're right there with you.
That's what these are for. We basically just wanted to, like, you know, just hang out with you guys. Hang out with you guys, get your guys' opinions on stuff. Skylar's gonna be hopping on here in a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, meeting you guys, connecting, share some tips and tricks, and just a
When,
way for
when
us
are we
to,
gonna
you know-
hear the new products? I can't wait.
Hmm?
No.
Oh, no.
What'd you say, Maureen?
Karen's house. It goes up.
Let me
But
do-
you know what? Yeah, 'cause it was
let me flip.
daytime.
There it goes.
Tina,
Hey, how you doing?
how's it going, Tina?
He's like, what have you been up to? And I'm like,
That's a really horrible
Hey,
angle.
everybody.
I know, right? It's like a family reunion.
now it's
The
like,
angles are
How's
shit.
it going? How's your grandson doing?
this one, like-
A lot better. He's been sleeping most of the day, so that's a good thing.
Yeah, he sits on his gable, which is his wife. I said, she.
So was the surgery to put like screws in his arm and like reconstruct the bones, or?
Well, they're probably gonna end up having to do that. They're trying to, he broke straight through like on a diagonal in 2 spots.
Oh,
The
geez.
bone was like out of the skin.
Oh, geez.
And because he's only 13 and he has so much growing to do, they're gonna try to avoid the plates and rods because then they're gonna have to get replaced as he grows.
Ooh.
So they put them out and set everything, and then they have it in like a plaster cast right now. Next week they'll re-x-ray it, and if it hasn't moved, they're gonna try to go that route. Otherwise, they'll have to go in and do the plates and rods.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
Fingers
so
crossed.
serious for 13. Yes. What a serious injury. So did he get tackled or?
He was actually playing defense, which he's the littlest guy out there.
I feel that.
And he tackled the guy, but then when he went to step back, he fell, and he just fell right on the right way on the arm that it just snapped.
Ooh.
Yeah. And fortunately, they have a team nurse that was there too. So my daughter actually got up there before the ambulance because the coach had called her and said that they had called an ambulance. And the nurse said, I've seen this a lot. He's most likely going to have surgery. So have them just take him out to U of M. So that way, because that's where Mott's Hospital, Children's Hospital.
Yeah.
So
Tina, where do you live?
in Michigan,
Oh, in Michigan, okay.
just what would it be?
I got
West?
I can tell by your accent, yeah.
I will
That
let
is
you
so funny when people say accent.
But Tina, she's
You
from
want to come say
Scotland.
hi real quick?
Well,
All right,
I've been,
come on.
Oh,
I've been in Texas a long time.
Okay, go say hi and then we're gonna go lay back down, okay?
The boys want to say hi real quick.
Hi.
Oh, no?
They got out of bed for this.
They heard.
Tell them, say hi.
hey Vega.
Hi,
Hey,
sweetie.
Echo.
Hey, it's amazing.
Hi, guys.
God,
You wanna do a little dance for him?
They were just practicing dance moves. for
You
the
wanna do a
game.
little dance for him?
Well, it's after 10 and he cannot have a shirt on.
All right, well, come on, let's go lay back
Say
down.
hi.
Bye-bye.
good darlings.
That's
I
like.
don't want to miss anything.
I'm like, oh my God. So I went back.
They're being left out.
I'm like,
So who's from Scotland?
Nobody was here, so it was good.
Maureen, originally.
Lori? Okay.
Oh, nice. I didn't know that.
Wait till you hear my husband's
Yeah, my
accent. Yours
family
is
there.
nothing.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I've been here for a very long time. I met my husband in the Middle East. I grew up in the Middle East. Met
Okay.
my first husband there, and then we went to Australia, and then we came to Texas,
You've been everywhere.
and I've been here for a while. Yeah.
Nice.
You guys are in what part of Texas are you guys in?
Fulshire.
Outside of Houston.
There goes that puppy. How's it going?
Have you heard about Katy, Texas?
Katy, Texas. I haven't.
Okay, how about Houston?
Oh, okay, okay.
Houston.
We're right outside of Houston.
How's it
Are
going?
you familiar with Harlington?
Oh, yes.
That my great grandparents, it's been a long time since I was there, but that's
We're
where they
talking
live.
country, Tina. We're talking country.
Country.
Huh? Yeah.
But Mindy wants to say hi.
Mindy's our baby.
How's it going, Mindy?
Fancy.
And Ernie.
Oh, Ernie. He said I'm out.
No,
Yeah, I know I did. I know. It's all about it.
What's this?
I
Yeah.
know. My daughter went to college at Tech,
Oh, really?
up at Texas Tech in Lubbock.
Yeah, my
He said he didn't say that. I asked him.
they're hardcore tech fans.
I don't know.
Yeah.
you need to know how I can see all the faces at the same time.
That makes it nice.
Oh, you can't see all the faces, Tina?
No, just whoever talks pops on my screen.
Oh, I think
Me too. We see everybody.
Let
me see.
okay, hold on.
Okay, well, slide to the
Who did
left.
that?
Now I can see 4 screens.
I got
I think
one.
that's all that's on right now.
That's all
Yeah,
that's
there's
on
only
right
4
now.
screens right
Where's
now.
Where's your boys at? There it goes.
Whom our boys?
Yeah.
Angela, did you get
Oh
it?
yeah, I just went to sleep or let my
Yeah, I think, because I have all 4 of us on there now.
Okay, yep.
Now, I'm kind of computer challenged. I'm not real good at it, but
Oh, it's all
I've
good.
been drinking.
So
so-
Skylar said we should have props for our pictures. So I made some props today.
Let's see 'em.
you're so good at that.
Oh, nice. Yeah, Tina's always making stuff.
We're just not one.
You're so crafty.
Yes, she is.
Oh,
You know, Bobby and I have been doing our Tuesday talk forever.
Where is
So I
Bobby in there?
finally made us look at this.
Oh, that's so cool.
Oh, that's
so
neat.
good.
I like that. How in the hell do you do that?
I'm like,
This is called
I
supplementing.
know,
No,
right?
he didn't say nothing. He wasn't saying-
Which I'm gonna talk to Lacy and Tim after this, because
So
I can do
Tina,
things
I have to
for
ask you
pretty
something.
much cost. If they
Right.
don't have a problem with me putting it in there, which
Okay.
we can talk about later, is fine.
Tina,
Cause I'm gonna do some
I went to the-
tumblers too.
He's like, I said, that's
Oh, that's nice. I like that.
Good, it's all good to go. Then when I said I was gonna
what
see,
is that?
so I know. what it
Oh,
was.
cool.
Got
I
my
like
unicorn
that.
vibes.
I love
That's
that.
amazing.
Every night in shining armor anymore.
It's
Did
so
that
funny, you
first
guys. I've
step.
had so many people
And,
ask me about that.
yeah,
picture.
no.
They're like, where
Always
can I
did.
get that? And I'm like, well, here's the link.
Right?
I'm
Well,
like,
now
This is
this
where you
one I
go.
originally made because a couple of the sweatshirts that I liked, all they had right now were small, which I had to get 6 of them and sew them together. So, and that's why I made my gummy gang.
I love that.
That's
I love that.
awesome.
This is what happens when you get old and have nothing but time on your hands.
Can you sell it in a sweatshirt?
This is done on the
I have learned
cricket,
my lessons. Thank you.
I want one.
Lacy.
But
I love that.
Go with it.
I do learn.
As dressed up as I'm getting now.
Hey,
Can you
Tina.
make us one?
Deborah wants
Yeah.
one.
Huh?
Can you
Deborah
sell
wants.
us one?
You think?
Yeah,
Really?
I'll talk to you guys after this about it. Yeah.
Hi guys.
I mean,
Oh, it's about damn time.
It is now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Karen.
We're trying to get Tyler on right now. We have to
Where's
get
your face?
husband.
Brandon's had enough drink.
Yeah, Brandon's been drinking from what I've heard.
You and I just,
No.
can talk
Yeah,
about it.
Brandon's price started at 5.
Shut up.
Listen to that laugh. Yeah, he has.
I know I know him all too well.
Who's that for?
All right, let's
He
see.
says I won't start till 8, but it's 5.
Clear finger
Right,
polish.
right.
Yeah,
Love you, Brandon.
I've already painted
Love
half
you.
my face. It's a good thing I'm wearing pants to the wedding.
Do you have clothes on?
Yeah.
I'm serious. If you see my legs, it looks like my skin is like flaking off.
Oh,
It's
shit
taking off.
balls.
She said 824. Oh, I don't really know.
Okay, hang on.
What you doing?
We're trying to get Scholar the code, but
All right, copy invitation. The invitation usually has.
She
didn't
said
need
nope.
a code. We didn't need a code. We pressed the link you put.
apparently she already has Zoom, so it's like messing up for her, I guess.
So I had to copy the link and go to Google to make mine work.
That's what
Okay.
I had to do also.
I had to copy the link too.
Popped up right away and you guys let me in within like 3 seconds.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, I have Zoom too, but for some
I
reason
do
it
too.
said that it wasn't supported, so I copied it and put it in the Google and it opened up.
It's been happening like that for over a year. I was like, whatever, it still works. I can copy it and go.
And you don't got to worry about the password.
Nope. Nope.
I hope this is right. I hope that's right.
Yeah, it is.
We'll see.
Is Bobby up?
Or is it late? Like,
He was.
What'd you do to him?
Nothing.
You're getting muted.
What up, Skylar?
In the mood.
Stop.
that sounds so evil. That's awesome.
Hi, Skylar.
I think she's trying to turn her mic on.
Hi.
Hi, Skylar.
Hey.
How you doing? How's your day?
Good. It's been a day.
Brandon, you're a mess.
You sitting in front of a fire?
You don't have a
yeah.
shirt on.
I am
Nope.
sitting in front of a fire. I felt like you guys were so chill. I could just sit in front of a fire and not in my office and maybe
Yeah,
drink at
yeah.
the high noon while
I mean,
we do this.
I mean, look at Brandon. Brandon's chilling, right?
Brandon's naked.
Brandon and I
so-
are on the same level right now, I feel like.
I've had 4 drinks.
yeah, me
Yes,
too.
I'm good.
Well,
I'm good.
Skylar, thank you for keeping your clothes on.
No problem. I almost
My
took my clothes off
neighbors,
and gave them to
hi,
Afghan
everyone.
people today.
I should go get in the hot tub. I feel left out.
All right, so
Corey's in the hot tub.
what up, Corey?
Had a hard time.
Is there anybody else we're waiting on? I know Raquel, she wanted to hop on.
I'm gonna have to figure out how to do this for my laptop so I can see everybody's face.
Yeah, doing it from my phone is just not fun.
Oh, you can't see anybody else?
No, you can
I-
do
I-
like 4 at a time.
Yeah, by the
But not-
screen. My last screen is Brandon and Skylar, and my third screen is all. And then my second screen is, I don't even know. Oh, my second screen is right now. I'm looking at Tina.
Do a complete whatever and let.
Yeah, so like it just depends on where I to see who I see.
Okay. Okay, cool. Is oh, Skylar loves our Zoom.
This is the best Zoom all day.
Angela, are you in Florida
it.
right now?
I am at my sister's house in Boynton.
Who's getting married?
My niece, my sister's daughter.
Aw, how fun.
Thanks for joining, Angela.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's our first girl, the first one who made me an aunt, and
Aw.
I'll hide a dead body for her. Just, you know, I got your alibi. I'll help you do whatever you've done kind of thing.
I
It's
hear
good.
that.
Because you can be like the mom, but cool.
That counts.
That's kind of like being a grandma.
yeah.
I can't wait to be a grandma. I mean, like,
And then when they're bad, you just bring them back home.
right. Just,
All right,
they,
so,
what I-
okay, so Bobby's trying to hop on. Is Matt or anybody trying to hop on? I know Raquel, she was finishing up with dinner. Have you talked to Matt, Tina?
Not recent. I know earlier he said if he was still up, he'd be on. So
Okay.
I'm gonna guess that he's probably not up if he's on. I'm gonna guess he's probably not up if he's not on.
All right, so basically what I was thinking with the Zoom was first I wanted to bring in Skylar because I know we've all like have talked with in the chat, but I kind of just wanted to bring her in to connect with all of you guys. First and foremost, I'm very proud of all of you. Everybody who's been stepping up and stepping out of their comfort zones and, you know, and just trying to put themselves out there. I'm super proud of you guys. So I basically just wanted to, I know Skylar's had like a crazy day, and I basically just want to have her just come on, you know, meet you guys. I also wanted to hear about your trip today, your Afghan
Oh my
trip.
gosh. It was incredible.
So what exactly was it? I feel like you've told me.
Okay. So a lot of people don't know this, but the Afghan refugees, I almost said registries. I'm really tired. They were brought here, and it's been all over the news. And a lot of what's been shown on the news isn't even as bad as it was. But they've been brought here to Indiana and like 5 other bases across the country to house them. They're fleeing their country because of the Taliban, but also the people that are here are mostly people who were translators for our military. And I've been working with our military for 20 years since the Twin Towers thing.
Jesus.
So a lot of people are like, oh, you're bringing Afghan people here. Like they're, you know, how do you trust them? What if they're really the Taliban? Like these people are not the Taliban. I'm telling you right now, they're the kindest people I've ever met in my entire life. A lot of them don't speak English. They came from a third world country and they're living in better circumstances now than they were there. Some of them are very wealthy or were very wealthy, but they left everything at home to get their kids out. I mean, if you look up videos and pictures, people are handing their babies up to military men. They're grabbing them by their arms and pulling people's babies out and leaving the parents. So a lot of babies and kids have been separated from their families. We're still working on getting them out of there. My best friend Ashley is a liaison, and she has literally been responsible for getting people out of there. And one of those families we were able to meet today, and they were just so grateful. And it was so amazing to me to see like how grateful these people were. Like they were begging us just to like talk to us. And a lot of them couldn't speak English, but the guy that she helped get out of there is a translator. So he was translating for us. They were crying. They were like offering rings and jewelry to us just for us being there and just like talking to them. The biggest needs right now for these people are the babies don't have very much formula. So they have food for everybody, but the formula shortage is a problem because the babies last weekend were getting 2 scoops a day. And everybody knows 2 scoops of formula is equivalent to like 4 ounces of milk. That's not enough to feed a baby. Babies eat every 3 hours. And then also diapers. They go through 7,000 diapers a day. And then blankets and warm clothing, because right now it's starting to get cold here and they're all walking around in clothes that were made for like desert. So they're freezing. The military has had to step in and fill a void without any resources, basically, which really sucks because, you know, I'm not trying to get political on you guys, but the person who should be handling this isn't handling this. So the militaries have to handle it. The community is trying to step in, but nobody knows about it. It's not being shown on the news stations. So it's really difficult because when I went in there today, I saw like 4 and 5-year-old kids that are my kids' age walking around with baggies of baby formula, eating them. Like toddlers, kids, so hungry that they're just eating baby formula out of a bag. And they don't know how to use baby formula. So they're feeding their toddlers that when they could just take them in and get them food, because there is food. There's plenty of food. There's like a big cafeteria they can go to 3 times a day to eat, but they're just like giving it to their kids to snack on. So like there's not enough baby formula because they're just eating it. They have had to put really strict rules in place because like men, their culture there is very different than here. Like men will go into the cafeteria and they'll get their whole family to get a plate and they'll eat what they want and give their kids and their wives the scraps. That's just like that's just their culture.
Wow.
So they've had to separate men and children and women for eating time. So the women and children are eating. They've had to separate single men from everyone else on base, like families. And then to make it even more safe, they've separated men and women and their children at night. So after 8 o'clock, they're not allowed in the dorms together because men were trying to sneak in the dorms and like have sex with women and they weren't feeling safe. So they have guards at every door. It's just very culturally different. They didn't really know how, some of them didn't know how to use proper facilities and were like literally defecating and just out in the open. So they've, since the past 2 weeks, they've taught them like, this is an outhouse, this is a porta potty, this is a bathroom, this is what you do. But they've taken a lot of wealthy people that fled and a lot of very, very, very poor people that fled and put them all together in this very small camp. And they're all having to coexist. And we've got 19-year-old military men feeding babies and trying to figure out how to do formula. And we've got WIC coming in to try to teach them how to feed babies and take care of babies. But it was very humbling because like, you don't have to be able to speak the same language to show somebody love and affection. I'm trying not to get emotional, but seeing these guys like with kids on their shoulders, like in uniform, kids on their shoulders, playing football, playing soccer, like chasing kids, playing with these kids, because that's the only real resource they can give them unlimitedly. Like they're giving unlimited love to them, even though they don't have the resources they need, they're still filling a void for them. And it was just so humbling to me to be able to experience that. It was like walking into a third world country. And I've never been on a mission trip before because I felt like I couldn't emotionally handle it. Today was a lot, but I have like such a huge heart for this now. Like I'm just trying to spread the word. So that's kind of what happened today. And it was a lot. Like it's literally 16 miles down the road. There's babies starving. And that's literally not acceptable in my opinion. So yeah, that was my day. It was very humbling.
Yeah. It's not like you've had a day.
Mm-hmm.
So how could we, like, if we wanted to help out with like formula or send diapers, how could we get involved in that?
So I have 2 links that you can order from. It's an Amazon baby registry and then a Walmart baby registry. Those go straight to the camp. So if you order them, they're going straight there. They're getting shipments in every single day. It all has to be new. That's the trick, because of COVID and everything else. They don't have the assets to like wash items and all that. So everything has to be new, but they're in desperate need of blankets, winter coats, things to stay warm, baby formula, diapers, and wipes. That's like the biggest needs right now. Toys are good. No stuffed animals, just like hard surface toys. Anything helps. And I have my house as like a hub so people can drop off stuff. I've got like 10 packs of diapers and like 30 things of formula people in my neighborhood dropped off this week and we took it over. So I'll be making like a weekly trip over there to deliver stuff. And I take it to a warehouse and they sort it. And then I'm actually like, I've got the hookup so I can sneak on base and like give them other things. Like if it's used, I can sneak it in. So that's kind of what we did today. We were just handing out like McDonald's toys and Easter eggs and stuff. These kids were like you would have thought that they were given $1 million.
That's so cool.
So of course I can't like make a big stink about it and take in a big tote of stuff, but I'm going to be going through my house and just stuffing things in my purse. Like here's a toy. Here's the box of, I don't know, like anything. I'm just like, here. Like it's just crazy. It's so crazy.
You're so amazing, Skylar.
Thanks. I've never like, I've had a heart for things like this before, but I've never gotten involved in anything like this before. So it's like new territory to me, but I just want to spread the word. So if you guys like know anybody like local news stations or like anything, even like things that are not in this area, like big corporations or anything that could get involved, please connect me because I'm trying to get some more stuff in there. So.
Okay. Yeah, we'll do. Well, that's awesome. I appreciate you sharing that with us. I was real curious about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what was the next thing? So I kind of just, we have a lot of folks who are, getting started and stuff like that, and they're trying to find their groove. Do you have any tips and tricks for new people getting on who are trying to, get that momentum going?
Yeah. So the biggest thing I see with people that start a new business, and this doesn't just go for this business, but every business I've been in, is people don't get their plane off the ground. They're just like, I don't know what people wait for, but they're hesitant. It's like they hesitate and then they never take off. And I hate that for people because I see the people that aren't hesitant and aren't scared, they fly. And then the people that are like, well, I don't know what to post, or what if Sally Sue thinks this about me? Like that holds people back. If you don't get your plane off the ground, you're never, ever going to have that momentum. And I really just feel like that's the biggest thing is it's a mindset thing. It's an issue. You have to get your plane off the ground and take off full force with it and make sure that you are not holding yourself back from the success that you could have here. So I think that would be like my biggest, most simple tip is just like, go for it. If you aren't comfortable on social media, there's other ways to work this business. Wholesale is blowing up right now. I've never tapped into wholesale in my entire career, and I'm about to tap into it because it's blowing up. We have such a huge wholesale discount. Like you could get $20 to $25 off per product by doing wholesale. And that gives people a reason to have this stuff in their shops. And so I'm going to start tapping into that because I've never tried it before. I've never had the opportunity to offer somebody that big of a discount for wholesaling and having stuff like this in vape shops and CBD shops and salons and veterinarian clinics and things like that. So get creative, talk to us, communicate with us. We'll help you come up with a plan, but don't hesitate. Don't hold yourself back. The people that don't hold themselves back fly. It's literally black and white. You either are going to hold yourself back and quit in 2 months, or you're not, and you're going to run for it and just go, and it's going to explode.
Angela, did you have a question for Skylar?
Yes, because when I get back from Florida, I have 2 vape shops that I'm going to. One already knows that I'm coming in to talk, and the other one I'm just kind of going into, but both of them I've been going to for either my vape stuff, my kratom, and things like that. So they know me, like they know me as the person, the whole thing inside and out. So I already have the trust there.
Right.
I don't know. I suck at closing the sale. And I don't know a lot about the wholesale to talk to them. So how can I go and not screw this up? Because I want to fly.
So I have never done this, so I'm giving you blind advice. I'm just gonna be really honest with you. But if it were okay, if it were me, what I'm doing is I'm gonna try writing up proposals and sending them out because I'm not very good with the face-to-face. I get nervous and I stutter and stuff. But what I would do if you have a relationship with them, tell them you just started like you started into a new career avenue where you're doing wholesale and you want to show them products that you think they could offer in their shop to make a really good profit from, and see if they're interested in finding out about that. And then we can get you like the package prices. I'm not sure. I don't have it in front of me, so I can't tell you what the prices are, but it's like if you do 20 products, I think it's like $20 off per product. And I could be totally off, so don't quote me on this. But if it's like 50 products, it's like $25 off. I could be wrong, but it's something like that.
It's worth, right. It makes it
And you
worth
can
it for
mix
them.
and match. So you can literally be like, well, I don't want just all one product. You're mixing and matching, so they can pick out whatever products they want and they get that discount. And that's like a really good thing to tap into because they might not build a team, but they're still wholesaling and they're still bringing in that volume because they're reordering every month with a lot of orders, a lot of product.
Okay.
So we can help you with that. We can like sit down and kind of strategize a plan for you.
Okay. When I get back into town, I will message you
Okay.
like Monday or Tuesday that I'm back in town.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Okay, cool. I guess what else did I want to, does anybody have any, so is anybody struggling kind of to like get started as far as like struggling to find a direction, like where to go and stuff like that? Is anybody going through that? No? Everybody's good? I like
Well, that's
that.
awesome.
Yeah, I like that.
I like it. That's good to hear.
Yeah, that's awesome. But
That
if
proves that you guys are all putting it out there and going after it.
yeah, I mean, honestly, because I feel like there's like 3 steps to this. 1, you have to pique interest. And then 2, you have to give them information. And then 3, you have to either set up a 3-way call or even the video that we just made with Lacy. Also, too, Kristen and Travis just did that presentation video. So that's something that we could also send to people too if they're interested after the peak of interest. Do you have any other tips and stuff like that, Scholar? I don't want to hold you on too long because I know you've had a long day.
No, I'm good. I don't know. I guess like pick my brain, guys. I kind of struggle to come up with things unless you trigger my brain. So ask me things.
Don't be nervous. It's all good. I know Maureen is brand new. She's brand new to the. It's totally okay. Yeah, I know Maureen's brand new. So Maureen, like, is there anything that kind of like, you have questions on, or you're just not even sure where to start, anything like that? And
I just need to find my own confidence level, and I'm getting there. Trust me, I'm getting there. I listened to Tina today, and Tina, you absolutely inspire me.
Oh.
I love your knowledge of all of the products, and I want to learn that. So after listening to you today, I grabbed all of my cheat sheets, and I just need to be able to talk openly, honestly, and from the heart when I'm talking to people about this stuff, because I just have to tell you, you were talking today, Tina, about your legs and everything that's happened to you. And I was just listening to you and I thought, hey, wait a minute. I've been taking the GTFO. I've been taking all this. I don't have restless leg syndrome anymore. And I was just plagued with it. I don't have it anymore. I don't have knee problems anymore. I mean, I was plagued with knee problems. I'm an old person. I don't have those pains and aches anymore. So I'm totally encouraged. And I just need to learn how to do what you do, Tina, and say, well, you know, it has this, it has this, it has this, and it does, you know, and I'm looking at all my cheat sheets, I'm learning. And once I get going, I will get going. I promise you.
You're totally fine.
That's
My,
awesome.
my advice, I guess, because I'm like I research everything to death. And
Yeah.
but just like you said, even like when I started doing this before, anybody that knows me knows I can walk in any room and have a conversation with anybody, but still doing this live thing was like, till I got out of my own head. And I'm like, why do you have a problem sitting here talking to yourself in a camera? I talk to myself all the time anyways. And the one thing that, in my opinion, is so key, like you said, just be yourself, because it's so much easier. Then you don't have to remember who you were for certain people, for one thing.
Yeah.
And that it's okay to be, you don't have to be an expert of all things.
Right.
So, you know,
I just want to share the goodness that I'm feeling.
oh, for sure. That's how I was originally with the CBD. And then people would say, well, how does it make you feel? And I said, it's not necessarily how it makes you feel. It's how you start feeling the absence of so many different things. And like you said, sometimes till you stop and think about it.
Yeah.
And like I was saying earlier, in the beginning, I try not to think about it because I don't want to psych myself one way or the other.
And that's what I heard today. And that's when I stopped and I thought, wait a minute. I haven't had the restless leg since I've started taking it. And I haven't had the knee issue.
And that's like,
yeah.
Hey, that's a good point, because a lot of people say, well, I don't need CBD. And that's exactly the reason why we bring it up, because you never think you need it until the issue is gone.
And I agree with that. I told her to try it.
Yeah.
I said, try this and see if it works for you. If it don't, it's no big deal.
Yeah.
But let's try it.
Yeah.
And she goes, I feel so much better. I think I'm gonna join.
Yeah.
and that's a perfect way to start a live. You know, I was listening to my friend the other day and it made me start thinking, I didn't even realize all the things that this was doing for me.
Right. Right.
I mean, just say it just like you would to, you know, anybody, like a friend you're sitting down with.
You know,
Thank you, Tina, because that's what I told Maureen. I said, you just got to come out and talk about it, because you can't think about it too much or you're never going to say anything.
Yeah.
No, just sit down and same thing. Or, you know, if you don't feel comfortable doing it by yourself, reach out to somebody else and you just sit like this and have a conversation with the other person, but you're spreading your message to your people.
And that's what I want to do. I want to, because I know several people who have aches, pains, this, that, and the other, and I desperately want them to try.
I mean, we live in a 55 and over neighborhood, so there's a lot of them.
Oh my God, there's a lot of old farts.
Well, I could move there in a couple years, so.
Do you guys care if I come in for a second?
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. So one of my favorite things to do, and like Skylar and Tim have both seen me do this. So let's say that Maureen is like, I need to be able to tell people about the GTFO. Every morning when you wake up and you're doing your makeup, you can look at yourself in the mirror and sell yourself. Be like, so I started taking this GTFO and it's been incredible. These are all the things I noticed. And you can do it looking in the mirror. You can do it driving in your car. You can pace back and forth on the floor. But basically, your goal is to get like 3 minutes max, where you're just describing everything it's done for you, how you used to feel, how you're feeling now. And you can just practice by talking to yourself. And then a magical moment's going to happen where you're talking with a friend and you are just going to be like, let me tell you about my GTFO. And it's going to be ready because you've been telling yourself. And so that's like my number one thing. Before I do a video, before I do anything, I kind of talk about it to myself. And then I always feel prepared.
Good idea, Lacy.
And then on the lighter side, I think also taking Wise. And I just have to tell you, I came out of Target the other day and I went straight to my car. I didn't have to think, oh my God, where did I leave it? I knew.
And a lot of people will be able to relate with that, of all ages.
So
I do want to say real quick, when you guys, like, you're having an open discussion right now about how you're feeling.
Yeah.
A lot of times going live with somebody else can help with that. And you can actually be on a Zoom just like we are right now and stream it to Facebook so people can see. And then you're having a conversation and you're really not thinking about like people watching you have a conversation. So that might help you a little bit, but also like there's so many ways to work this business. And I worked my first business for 6.5 years by word of mouth. I went and did in-home parties. I just let people sample my stuff. That's the way I did it. And I feel like, you know, because of COVID and stuff, a lot of network marketers have gotten away from that. But we're really trying to hone in on that because my mom is really struggling to keep up with the social media stuff just because she's comparing herself to a lot of the younger crowd that's doing the attraction marketing. And the crowd that she like is kind of targeting, they're not really interested in sitting on a live and watching entertainment. They're not interested in the reality TV side of Facebook. You know what I mean? They're interested in the information. That's that generation. They're interested in finding out what the information is. Then they'll make their decision. So we're coming up with a platform and a way for that generation to be able to tap back into some of those old school network marketing practices. That's just word of mouth. I used to meet people at coffee shops. I used to go to people's houses. Like I used to just talk to people I was out in public. And that is something that we haven't even tapped into in the company yet because it's primarily, before y'all came in, this has been ran by a bunch of us. Like we're all like Facebook, Facebook, Facebook. So don't just like think that you're pigeonholed into that because you're not. You can work this so many ways and you can just talk to your friends about it. It's like if you saw a good movie and you're like, that movie literally like struck me. Like that movie was incredible. I want to tell my girlfriend about it. It's the same thing.
I mean, now that I think about it, like the way that we joined Skylar, like we just hung out. Like I never watched it live. We never watched anything on the company. They just invited us over to hang out. And then when we actually went to Florida with them, that's when we first tried their products because they just had a whole bunch of samples and stuff like that. So do you guys, Maureen and Deborah, do you guys live in the same neighborhood, I'm guessing?
Across the street from each other.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah. So, and you guys live in huh?
Very convenient.
Yeah. So, I mean, honestly, it sounds like, because I know Deborah loves to party. Like she's always sending us her party setups. You guys could literally just have parties and then just like hand out samples, you know, stuff like that.
Kim, that's a good thing. We had a party last weekend and I went through a whole thing of the protein shake batter because they all wanted to try it. So they all took 3 sample baggies.
That's it. Well, and I did a lot of home parties building hemp work. And what I would do as soon as people would get there, like CBD is in everyone's mouth. Yeah. And then by the time the hour or hour and a half is up, a lot of them would notice a difference in that amount of time. And so if people come, give them products, do your little spiel, and then they'll feel the stuff starting to work like that.
Yeah, we just both ordered some business cards with all they have to do is scan it and it takes you right to the site.
Very nice.
Because we're old school and some of the things you all talk about is really hard for us.
Yeah, that's totally
okay. But even being 34 years old and knowing that Facebook is becoming like not the thing, like that's scary for me. So I understand where you guys are coming from. Like we have to learn new things too, being 34 years old. So I totally get where you guys are coming from.
We're on our way to 70, so
yeah,
it's hard for us to.
Yeah,
you all was talking about Clapper and all this stuff, but for us, we looked at each other and we're like, we have no.
I mean,
yeah, but that's scary for me too. Like I was like, no way. I didn't even want to go into Instagram or TikTok or any of those things. Like it was just too much for me to even fathom. And coming from MDC to here, I was like, no, something has to change. I have to do it. You know, like it's just, there's no option. If I want to make money, I have to do it. But it's still scary. And I can't even imagine at your guys' age having to relearn all of that, like just from Facebook in general.
I mean, from what I've seen, like Deborah
That's
holds her
why-
own, doing her
that's
own
why,
thing.
Tim, For me, it's slow.
Yeah,
I would
mean,
love it
Yeah.
if we could do like a brainstorming Zoom, and maybe bring in my mom because she's starting a group for Gen X and baby boomers, and we're trying to really tap into like the knowledge that we used, because that's how I like in my career, that's how I was raised, was to go do in-home parties. And then I came to MDC and nobody really did that I saw, at least on my team. But we have so much knowledge stored up in our brains from the past that I feel like we could really utilize here, especially in your guys' community, that we could share with you. Like I used to go to a party and give somebody a $25 wrap for free to host a party. They would invite 5 people. And then those 5 people would sign up to be customers. And I would go to the host and say, hey, either I can take these people or you can. Because if you sign up, you're going to make money on these people. And every time I would leave and they would sign up people. And that's how I built my Facebook, was because I added all those people on my Facebook. So even if they didn't sign up, they would later.
That's
And
a good idea.
so that's how I built, that's literally like what I knew for so long. And I would really like to tap into that. And if we could just do like a strategic Zoom on ideas and stuff, I feel like you guys could really grab a hold of that and like kind of make a little presentation and go ask your friends, like, will you have a party for me? And then you give them a sample for having a party. You give them a sample pack, you know, thank you for hosting this party for me. If you get 5 people here, I'll give you a 6-day sample of whatever gummy you want or whatever.
Because some of the stuff you are talking about is so far over our heads.
Oh yeah.
We're just kind of looking, going, do you understand what they're talking about?
Mhm.
No, I get it.
And then we're sitting here saying, we're going to do it, but we're going to do it our way.
Like I told
No,
my
you
your
should
way.
do it your way.
Yeah, do it your way, all the
I
way.
have a 19-year-old granddaughter, and I said they want us to go on TikTok, and she laughed.
No,
My
no,
19
you don't have to.
college, and she laughed her ass off, and she said, Nana, I don't think you.
Skylar, I watched you doing the TikTok thing, and I was with Deb here, and I looked at Deb and I said, could you do that? And she went, no. I said, I couldn't
No,
do it either.
no. We want to meet you guys where you're at.
Either
We want to help you in areas that you understand and that are familiar to you, because there isn't just one way to work this business. The reason that it seems that way is because we're so new and you've got a bunch of younger people that have created it. So we really need your input and your advice and your thoughts on helping that other generation come in, because this isn't just a company for the younger generation. This is a company for everybody. And you guys could be a really big asset where that's concerned. So if we could do like plan a Zoom next week, maybe, I think we could brainstorm and get some really good ideas together.
We're good for any time you
Oh,
want to do
yeah.
it.
So Deborah, how are you currently going about building your business? Because you're doing amazing.
Word of mouth.
Yeah, exactly. So
Word of mouth and samples that I buy and
This
give
lady
out.
does not know a stranger.
that's awesome.
I don't know a stranger in person, but I have you all right now on Zoom I can talk to, but if I had to do it on my own to
Yeah.
talk to somebody, I couldn't do it.
And that's totally okay. I
He
think
could, I couldn't.
that's awesome. Well, I think what we're getting from this is that, you know, the stuff that we talk about, don't feel like you guys have to do that, because what you guys are doing works. So word of mouth samples, I mean, that's something that we should start doing. You know?
Well, and I kind of want to tell a story about Tony.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah.
when we were at HempWorks, we had, I mean, a lot of our team were older people. And my whole thing was like, Tim has been so amazing about giving you guys direction and giving you a way to build this. But like, I was never like that, because I really appreciate your experiences in your life. You know, like I want to look you in the face and be like, tell me how you've made friends in the past. You know, what did that look like? Can you do that around this business? And so I would take your experiences from your life, look at what worked, look at what didn't work, and then you guys just build in that way, because I think that your experiences and what you know is so valuable. You could go 100K just from that, you know, as long as you guys dial into that and choose to build in that way.
Because, you know, right now we feel kind of lost because we don't know how to do TikTok. We don't know how to do Clapper. and we're watching you on, we're thinking
Well,
this
she's
is
telling
never
you
the-
this, and I'm telling you, I've never done this before.
I mean, to be honest, I've never done TikTok or Clapper either.
I
So,
mean,
yeah,
I got pushed into it a little bit, but I
Yeah.
need to do more. But I really, since we started this business, I haven't done any TikTok.
Look at my TikTok, 98% of them is because I'm drunk.
There you go, Deborah.
So yeah, I mean, by all means, don't feel pressured to try any of the stuff that you hear us or the team talking about. Like, you guys have something that's working, so you could even just work on creating ideas around that. So you could do the house parties. So like this neighbor that you guys live in, it's like a closed community type deal.
It's like
Oh yeah, that's perfect. So just work on
party tonight, we had 200 people at it.
And everybody has aches and pains.
there you
Right.
go. So if anything, just buy
Guys.
samples, huh?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
That's
So
the itch for them. That's perfect for them.
yeah. So I feel like the
Little-
first thing would just take over that neighborhood.
But see, we can learn from you guys too, because
I feel like
my neighborhood is older too. I mean, like, so it's not us just teaching you guys, it's you guys teaching us too.
Yeah.
So word of mouth and samples. Okay.
Word of mouth and samples work great.
Right.
All right. So yeah, I don't want anybody to feel pressured, to try a certain way. If you feel like a certain way works for you, just run with that. That's
Because as you know, I was in MDC before. I never did anything with it because I felt so out of place and never had help. I
Yeah.
followed you all. I followed Travis and Kristen from the very beginning. I followed you all from as soon as I found you. So when you all went to this company, I knew it was for me.
Oh,
Because I had followed you all for so long, and I thought, okay, this is, I'd been watching and wanting to jump into it. And when you all did, I knew it was the right place for me, and I immediately jumped.
and you're killing it, Deborah.
And
You
you
guys-
have my husband.
Same here.
Yeah, you guys, like, everybody's killing it. Like, we're just a complete shot. I mean, this is the best launch we've ever had.
Yeah, like I want to tell you guys, it took us 6 months to hit 5K with Hempworks. Like I joined and I didn't really know what I was doing.
Yeah.
And I remember probably 2 months in, we made like $150. And I went to the dollar store and bought Christmas decorations. I was like, here, we can like decorate this year. Like I was so excited. And so that to me was like, I need to do this for real. And so it took us 6 months, we hit 5K. And so it's just so amazing watching this launch. This is like above and beyond what we've ever done. And it's because of you guys.
Yeah. I mean, like, we're so baffled.
And we'll do this.
Yeah. I mean, Skylar just said, like, so if you guys blow up Texas, like, we'll all fly down there and we'll have events and stuff like that. We'll come down there and hang out and stuff.
Yay.
And we really do, Tina, I don't know if you're still there, but we really do need to go to Lukenbach, Tina.
What is
Texas,
Lukenbach?
I've always wanted to go.
Huh?
I've never been to Texas, but I've always wanted to go.
Same.
Let's
You
do it.
know, Skylar, as I told Tim and Lacy, the very last weekend of February is barbecue cook-off.
I might have.
No, I was
someone
on the
actually
phone when you
joining
told
from
me
Texas.
that too.
And we're gonna put a sign up. Me and Ernie will we will sponsor the team. We will put a sponsor sign up in the cook-off team. I will sponsor Ariel.
That's awesome. Yeah. So I don't know. I just have a really good feeling about what's going on right now.
MDC sign comes down and Ariel goes up.
There-
Yeah.
I like it.
I love it. So one other thing that I wanted to touch on was like, so you guys are in the field with us. You guys are out there building your businesses and things like that. What is there anything that we could create or help or make or create that could help make your guys' job easier?
A sheet with everything on it.
We're
Doing that right now.
Yeah, we're actually doing that with corporate. We're starting that tomorrow. So yeah, we'll have product sheets and we'll have everything from the nutritional facts, ingredients, what it does, pictures and stuff like that. So you can
You
just
know what I think would help? we had this thing called a party pad and it works. And it was literally like a rectangular flip chart, not very big. And it just had like a brief presentation in it. And you could either hand party pads out to people at parties, or you could just hold one yourself and read it. And it would give you the structure for having an in-home party. It would talk about the opportunity, or it would talk about the products first. And then it would talk about the opportunity. And then it would give you the verbiage to help like seal the deal. So you're not just like rambling and not having any direction, but you have kind of like an outline of what you're doing at an in-home party. And even if people didn't have the party pad in their hands and they couldn't see the pictures, you could literally just like hold it up and just like show everybody.
Okay.
That would be nice.
That might be something, and I can help you guys work on that because we created one for HempWorks too that we used.
I love that. Yeah.
So we'll
I
create.
do too, because I never had help before in that, and this is just amazing, all the help we're getting.
Oh, we got you, Deborah. We got you.
I can't explain
Help with your
how
every,
much. Oh,
Tim?
sorry, go ahead.
that's what I'm doing.
Good.
My aunt.
Yeah, because I'll be doing
HempWorks
it.
was so confusing for her. She's like, I don't understand how you young people do it. She's like, I don't get it. So she didn't try to work it because it was confusing for her. So she's like, make it simple. Simple. Simple, I tell you.
I agree. Simple makes it nice for old people.
Well, I think simple makes it nice for any generation.
Yeah.
I think that's the goal that we've brought to this new venture is duplication, because in my past experience, duplication wasn't there. Everything was made so difficult for us to tell our new people what to do. And that's what I've noticed here is that most of us have experience with network marketing, but I feel like if we signed someone on today that had no idea on what to do, we could duplicate it.
Like Maureen.
And we did not have that before.
No.
Right.
Yeah.
None of us were experienced in what that meant.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have
And
no
I
idea.
think that Tim, love you, Tim.
Oh, yeah.
Tim has made that duplication the most simplest thing ever, and we do not need to complicate it.
I agree.
Yeah.
If it's complicated, it's not going to work.
Nope.
I mean, the way that I try to do it.
Customers don't like complicated either. I mean, you know, you just want to go out and you just want to just be real and just tell, I just want to go out and tell everybody how
How good you
Amazing
feel.
it is.
I feel.
Yeah,
How-
how good you feel.
How it's, I had all of these ailments and they were just a pain in my keister. And they're not there anymore. I didn't realize until I listened to Tina today. They're not there anymore.
I mean, literally, all you guys have to do, Deborah and Maureen.
Don't know
It's what?
Do you not know what keister is?
No, we do. It's ass. We got you.
Do not know what keister is. I like them.
I mean, basically, Maureen and Deborah, all you guys have to do is just get your community together and then let them know what's helping you.
Right.
You know, like Maureen, like the energy you have right now, like I can tell how happy you are and how much relief you feel. If you share that with other people,
Okay, yeah,
it'll
Yeah.
carry.
Boom.
yeah.
Yeah, it'll carry because that's how Lacy did it with her pregnancy. That's how she did it.
Yeah, I feel like I'm more of a products person. Like Bear is more of an opportunity person and I'm more of a products person. And I just basically share what has changed in my life. And then people come and find me based on that, you know. Maureen, are you from Texas?
She's from a whole bunch of places.
Not originally.
Are you from America? You almost sound
Tell her real
English.
quick where you're from.
I'm American. I'm a citizen now.
But
Where
where-
are you from?
I'm from Scotland originally, but I've
I can hear it. It's beautiful.
lived
That's
all
so
over-
cool.
Yeah.
I love both of your accents. I could just listen to you guys all day.
You guys on a show or just doing lives or just talking to
Hilarious.
people? Yeah, you guys would be fine. You guys would be perfectly okay.
They just like turn their camera on, forget it's there, and just be themselves. They're
Yeah, just
in
hang
the
out.
bag, I'm
Build
telling you.
a team. They will build a team.
Oh, yeah.
Otherwise, we can talk to you and we do fine, but when we think about just
Yeah.
going online, we're going, oh, hell no, we can't do that.
I've gotten sick to my stomach before because of that. Why do they keep doing that to my lights?
I don't know. Anyone who wants to go live, who's afraid to go live, I would love to go live with you.
Well,
I'm
I
one of
did.
them.
I went out on Facebook and I put something out there, and it was just a little bit about I've really had a horrendous last couple of years, and everything now is falling into place. So then I thought that I launched my product, and my brother and my sister in Scotland, my brother's a year older than me, immediately came back to me and said, "Oh, good God, Maureen, are you selling drugs?" And my sister said, "Oh my God, is my sister selling drugs? Can I?" And I'm thinking, "Oh, geez, chill.
A legal drug dealer.
I was devastated. I came over to Deb and I said, "Oh my God, I feel so incredibly deflated because I love these people so much."
So we talked about it.
And
She's
they-
okay.
Yeah. And that's when I get my little blip. Yeah. But
So Lacy, we would love for your help because
yeah.
it's hard I know for me, I have trouble going live or doing anything because I'm just not comfortable with it. I feel like people
Yeah.
can't understand my accent.
Oh no,
I
they
think
would fall in
both
love
of
with your
you could
accent.
have like a tea
Yes.
time.
Grandma's
Like
so
tea
good.
time.
Yeah, they would fall in love with your accent, Deborah.
Yes.
Grandma's so good. I'm from Kentucky.
Yeah, they would love your accent.
And so my team at HempWorks, a lot of them were older. And what we did basically, if they wanted to go live on Facebook, I never pressured anybody into anything, but I would structure it like this. I can either give you guys 5 questions to ask me, and it can be whatever you want to ask. So whatever you want to show your friends. So like, what has the product done for you? It can be that simple. Or I can ask you 5 questions and then you can respond to me. But what we'll do is we'll make them questions that your people will be interested in. And then that takes some of the pressure away from you. Like I can be the one that does the live. You don't have to do anything. You just hop on a Zoom link. We stream it right to Facebook. I tag you in it. And then you'll have a video that you can message people forever.
That's the only way I could probably ever go live.
Yeah,
All right,
we
there
can
we go.
definitely set that up.
That's a great idea for both of us.
I think that's awesome.
Because otherwise, I don't know if I would ever have enough courage to go live.
All right, let's do it. Tomorrow I'll reach out to you guys and we can schedule one. And that goes for you guys too. Angela, Brandon, Bobby, anybody who wants to go live with me, you guys can hit me up anytime. And I'm down to hop on a live with you.
Oh, I love that. Yeah. Is that good news? Love it.
That's awesome news. Because I suck at that stuff, man.
It's all good.
I
We'll
know
all
I
work through it
do.
together.
I'm so bad.
That'd be
When
awesome.
we was in MDC, I begged and begged for help, and everybody told me, if you want to learn it, go
Do it.
look it up for yourself because you ain't good enough for us to work with you.
Not over here. We got you.
So let me ask you, Lacy, how does this work? We do this, the one-on-one?
You can do yours,
Oh,
and I
yeah,
can
oh,
do mine.
absolutely.
Can
The
we do it
one-on-one.
one-on-one?
Or do them together if you want. You guys can always do them together. Have a party.
But then before it goes live, we get to edit it. We get to see it, right? So it doesn't go straight out
No,
there.
it goes straight out there.
Yeah, it goes straight out there.
Well, and Maureen, if you're uncomfortable doing a live, what we can do is
She's like, oh no.
you and I can do a Zoom together and I can record it. And then once it's done, I'll send you the link and you can watch it. And if you're happy with it, then we can upload it. So we can always do it like that too, if you're a little nervous about.
That would be awesome.
And
And
I
that way, like, let's say a friend calls you and they're like, what are you doing? All you have to do is just send our video together. And then that can like sell people for you forever.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, also,
Yeah.
too, like you guys can, Maureen and Deborah, you guys can do it together, like do the live, like how you're
We
doing
don't
now.
need to do it together.
We'll build up to it.
Well, the thing is, when people hit you guys up, you'll know who they're coming from.
We can do one together.
Yeah,
but we
yeah.
want Individual. Oh, God,
Aren't they
could
the
we do
cutest?
one together?
Stopped for a little bit and I going crazy while Ashley was here.
Yeah, so if anything, Deborah and Maureen, you guys can do it together because honestly, you guys together, like your personalities and the way you guys are, like I think it would be amazing. And then if anybody's interested, like you'll know who they're coming from. You know, if it's,
Oh my
if
gosh,
it's
I love
Deborah's friend
them
or
too.
Maureen's friend, then you guys can send each other your separate links. So if the buddy system is what we call it, if the buddy system works great for you
That
guys,
would work.
yeah, just do everything together. And then whoever's
Yeah.
interested, if they're your person, then you just send your link and then it's all good that way. I mean, look at me.
Yep.
Yeah, you know what I
Because
mean?
I'd like to do a one-on-one with you and then you send me the link.
Hmm?
Lacy, I'd like to do a one-on-one with you and you can send me the link.
All right,
Okay.
we'll
That way I
schedule
don't have
them
to do
next
eyes,
week
like-
for both of us. Deborah, if you want to go live, that's fine. And Maureen, if you want to do it not live, that's fine too. But we can
Yeah,
schedule it and we'll go ahead and do them next week.
And once we do that, then maybe later on we could do one together. and
We'll
just-
ease into it. We'll ease
Yeah,
into
we'll
it.
ease because you guys will be shocked at how
Yeah.
much fun you have and how much people love to watch you. And that will motivate you to want to do more, you know,
Yeah.
because
Right.
it is really fun.
I feel like the best lives are the ones
I
where
watch Brandon and Bobby and
they
Matt,
do their thing on there.
Tina go live, and I think they make it look so easy.
We'll make
But
it.
here's the thing.
They've done so many.
Here's the thing. It is not easy. I
You
am
make it look easy.
super,
Right.
super nervous
Yeah.
to do a live.
You can't tell it.
And
No.
but because I was with MDC first and got to make all my mistakes, I'm not making them anymore.
Hey guys,
Yeah.
real quick, Skylar's got to hop off. So thank you, Skylar, for hopping on.
Oh,
We'll put
thank
Hi,
pictures.
Skylar.
Hi, Skylar.
Thank you guys for having me.
Skylar, thank you for gonna help us old people.
Yeah, get a hold of me next week and we'll plan like something so we can strategize.
Thank you.
Awesome.
And
awesome,
thank you
awesome.
for
Bye.
what you're doing for everybody.
Of course. Thank you guys.
Later, Skylar. All right, Brandon, go ahead,
Bye.
boss. My bad.
But here's the thing. MDC's CBD stopped working for me.
I agree.
And I wasn't able to have my anxiety at a mediocre level. So now that that is there, I have no fear of hitting the live button. I still have a problem telling people when I'm going live. That's something I need to work on. But everyone says it looks so easy, but it's not. You just have to hit that live button. And like Tim and Lacy used to say, just say fuck it. And
Fuck
just
Yeah,
go.
that's what I used to do.
Just fuck it and go. And just start talking. And
I remember
you
that.
know what?
Fuck it.
Once you start seeing people commenting and giving you love
Yeah.
and giving you support, it's like it just gives you this motivation to keep talking.
Yeah.
So that's where it's at. I'm not confident in my lives. I am, no matter how it looks.
Yeah.
It just happens.
I mean, Deborah and Maureen, like we're all like, I mean, Lacy had to get a phone call. Like when we first started.
Oh, I can tell that
You
story.
want to tell that story real quick?
So you guys, okay, so I joined HempWorks and I didn't do anything because I was too scared. Like I was too scared to do anything. And so, right, I get it. I
All of
totally
us.
get it.
Yeah.
And so my uplines were Canadian and they literally called me from Canada. You know, like they were paying money to talk to me on the phone. And they were like, "What is wrong with you? Like you're an amazing communicator. You have to go live." And I was like, "I can't do this. Like I can't." And they were like, "We promise you can. And we know that you can do this and just try it for us." And so that night I went live and I got my first affiliate ever. I mean, it was my mom.
All of
But
our first affiliates are
they
mom.
kept coming, you know, they kept coming from that point in time. And so I was like, okay, this really worked and I'm going to do it again. I'm going to do it again. And now it's like, I feel like I could go live in my sleep.
Yeah, I feel like when we first started, we used to be so.
I was shaken.
Yeah, we used to be so anal about our lives.
You couldn't tell it.
You couldn't tell at
We were,
all.
we were terrified as hell every time we went live.
You were on stage with NBC before you got off by a song, but I watch you and y'all look so confident. I'm thinking, how can they just get up there?
Yeah, but we were shaking.
My team laughed at me because I went up there and like the lights hit me in the eyes and I was just like, oh, you know, I was like, whoa, like I had to collect myself.
We were shaking. I mean, and honestly, like it's so normal. So if you see us on live or any of us on live and you think that's easy, like we're just as scared as you guys are.
Oh,
But
wow.
But every time you do it, it gets,
It does get easier.
it does.
It gets easier.
It gets a
yeah.
lot easier because you start getting support.
Yeah.
You start getting
Yeah,
people, and you're like,
that,
oh,
that
okay.
part, yeah.
Yeah. So my biggest tip is that what I always tell folks is the first time you're about to go live and you're sitting there looking at the button, you're like trying to, getting all in your head. Just close your eyes and just say fuck it, and then just press the button and just let it roll from there.
Angela, are you comfortable going live?
Huh?
I asked Angela, is she comfortable going live?
I have my moments. I ain't gonna tell you I don't. There's sometimes I have
Moments.
I have to have some courage one way or another to go live. I get very
Yep.
nervous. I get tongue tied. I stutter. But people tell me it. Huh?
You need to take birthday cake.
Birthday cake.
Yep.
And what sucks is birthday. I left to come to Florida. I left to come to Florida on Tuesday. Birthday cake got to my house on Wednesday. So my husband texted me this morning. Yeah. My husband texted me this morning. He's like, and he works overnights at Walmart. And he's like, I just cleared like 4 sections, man. It was like I was 18 years old again. I love this shit. That's the text I woke up to this morning. I'm like, fuck.
Collect that testimonial. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah, collect that testimonial. I mean,
But
honestly,
you got to
guys,
think
like,
about it too, guys. You love these products so much. Like that's got to be your motivation to go live.
Oh,
And then you know that you're sharing it and the morale and everything is there. That's your motivation and that's what pushes you to be able to do it.
Yeah, I mean, also too, like, don't be scared to mess up. I mean, people tell us like we make it look easy talking to people.
you do.
And like wording stuff. You have no idea how many conversations I've just completely bombed. Like there's probably like hundreds. Like there have been times where like somebody has asked me something and I've sent like a voice message and I'll look at Lacy like, well, I fucked that one up.
That's how you get better. Like that's literally how you perfect what you're doing is you just mess up a lot of times.
Yeah, because then after a while you just don't care because you realize like
You can talk to anybody. My husband, we've been married 50 years. He can talk to
congratulations, by the way. Congratulations. That's awesome.
He talks to anybody and he's on the phone. He works for Cisco Corporation.
He is so incredibly supportive of her.
But he could talk to anybody. When it comes to me, it's like,
Oh, God almighty, you don't even know a stranger. What are you saying?
I don't know a stranger. In
They wouldn't be hilarious live.
I know.
They would be
I'm
awesome.
saying they would be funny as hell live.
They would be
Just have Ernie
freaking
sit in the back of
hilarious.
his wine glass chilling.
And I do a live.
Like, I'm telling you, just put the phone on record and just push it off to the corner and just have your wine and hold a conversation.
I mean, there
and
was
you guys
one-
would be awesome.
Like when we joined, there was one lady, I think she hopped on the live and the whole time she had no idea what was going on. She was like, oh my God, like how do I set this up? This, that, this, and that. And people fell in love with her because it's real. Like it's all
Done. That's it all the time.
So Tim, when we go to the pool bar in Costa Rica, she can talk to anybody. When we go
exactly.
we go on a cruise at the casino, she talks to everybody that's around her. She can talk to anybody if she chooses to want to talk to
And
I feel
people are
that.
drawn to her
But I
like
feel-
a moth to a flame.
But
Trust me.
But I don't know how to do it on Facebook.
So then just
So
stick.
I need Lacy.
Yeah, that's you don't have to worry about that.
I mean, honestly, you guys have like, so I feel like there's two categories. There are folks who are terrible socially, like in person, but they're good online. But there are folks who are amazing socially in person, but you know what I'm trying to say. Yeah.
That's me.
So like, just stick to your strengths, So like what I was talking to Robert Hollis's son the other day, and he's straight old school with his stuff.
Oh, yeah.
It's like go meet people, go talk to people, pique interest, and then if they're interested, like give them information. So I mean, the way that you guys are gonna do things is like just do what feels comfortable.
Yeah.
Like ignore the internet, ignore all that stuff. I mean, you have a whole community, and that whole community has contacts. Like every person in that neighborhood has a family or has friends, So I would just start there. I would start there and just build that
Well,
community.
and I'm
there.
thinking, so at the
Build
end
that
of
word
our
of mouth.
lives,
I want a
so
cigarette.
I'm all about call to action. So like at the end of my posts, I'm like, shoot me a message. Like I tell people what to do.
I'm terrible at that.
And so for your guys' live, we could end it with,
Not
if
allowed.
you would like 6 days of free product, hit us up, host a party. We would love to come over. We'd love to share this stuff with you. And so we could start kind of like building that foundation of getting you guys hosts. And then you guys could go to their house, share the products, talk about the company. You could even bring us on a Zoom and we could talk to them.
That
Yeah,
would be
I
good.
mean, one thing
So
you
I
guys
guess-
can do is, huh?
Need to buy a whole lot of
Oh yeah, pretty.
sample products, which I have no problem with, so we can have them
We talked
to
about
take to a
doing that,
party,
though,
because we
right?
just talked about
Yeah,
doing
yeah,
that.
yeah,
Me and Maureen both talked, if she orders half the samples and I order half,
yeah.
we order 10, 10, 10 of everything.
And we have all these old farts come to my house or her house.
I have a pour in a hot tub and we get them drunk.
Wine.
And wine, and we can get them drunk and get them to order CBD
There
or.
you go. Just have the computer
That's
right
how I
there,
sold
sitting
sex
on the
toys.
counter.
Well, and I want to tell you guys this too. Like,
Oh,
don't tell
are you
anyone.
enjoying this?
Angela, you know what they like, you know what they like the best? So far, when we've talked about it, the old men went in the mood.
Yeah.
I bet. My brother-in-law today at lunch, he's like, so I need to look at your website because I want to look at that in the mood. And my sister goes, you don't need that shit. I promise you're not there yet. You don't need that shit.
It could be
Chris is like, I want to look at that in the mood. And I was like,
Seriously?
the wind blows and my brother-in-law is happy. He don't need no in the mood. He needs CBD.
these old people here, Lou.
But
I want
so like you were saying, in-home parties back when I was probably 25, 26, I sold sex toys and I did in-home parties and I made a killing.
You should be good with this.
So I
Message you.
well, but when I'm live, it's just something like I'm like, where do I go? Because
You don't
people,
connect.
my sense of humor is not
Yeah.
like well, not. So if you look at my page, okay, when we were at HempWorks and they're like, let's look at your page so we can clean it up and make it look presentable, I'm like,
Yeah, I don't do that. I'm just like, do your thing.
oh, like, and I'll start out some of my posts. Sorry, this may offend you, but
Yeah, I mean, the way I see it, there's like 7 billion plus people on the planet. You can always find your crowd.
Well, and I want to tell
There's
you
a
guys
crowd for
about
everybody.
something illegal, if that's okay. So this isn't allowed technically, but I want to tell you because it's amazing. It's been amazing for us in the past. And if we do this type of stuff at home parties, we can get away with it. And so on Amazon, I'll find the links for you guys and I'll send them to you. On Amazon, you can order little bitty dropper bottles and they come with like the squeezer, right? And then you can take a birthday cake and you can distribute it to like 25 bottles.
We know it's illegal, but that works great.
We used to
pass
double our
that
money on
out
that.
at your at-home parties, right? So we'll tell you about that system too, because if we do these things under wraps,
right,
we can be okay. And so what we used to do, we'd get a bottle of CBD,
We get 4.
we'd split it in between 4 bottles. So just
Good
nice
idea.
and even between 4 bottles. That would give them a fourth of the bottle and we'd sell that for $25. So we'd buy a $69 bottle, sell those for $25. We would make like $600 on a 4-pack.
Yeah, we literally
So
would.
you're selling them. I gave them away free. It's why I
Well,
never.
Either or.
At an at-home party, I would just give them away. Like if you can make like 8 bottles, 10 bottles, 12 bottles from one birthday cake, just enough so they get like 2 days.
Yeah.
That's a heavy hitting sample to give.
I mean, that's
and
how.
it'll change their life like pretty fast.
Yeah, that's like how we ranked in the beginning with HempWorks. That's how we ranked so fast. We would say 4 bottles, we would turn them into 16 little bottles.
Good idea, guys. Just like
That's
when
why I
I
joined, actually.
There you go.
Yep.
I gave out the cake, the protein shake the other day.
I
And
love
I
that.
was given that, the protein shake and the greens mixed together.
I haven't tried that yet.
Oh,
So good.
I can't drink anything green.
With
it
a
looks like-
banana.
With a banana, the green stuff looks like,
It does. I'm like,
when you see this protein shake,
afraid.
if
I
you want
could.
to last all day, have a protein shake and a banana.
Okay.
My husband takes it to work every day.
But I've watched Bobby and Brandon like go to drink it or have a picture of it. It's green. It's gross
What's it
looking.
for?
It looks. I don't. What's the green stuff for?
I don't know, guys, but the greens with green tea, like that's my jam. I drink 2 of those every day.
Any unsweetened tea, it's awesome.
Yeah, either or. Green
By
tea or
itself with
unsweetened tea.
water looks like baby shit.
No, don't drink it with water.
I drink it with water.
She also drinks black coffee. I can't do that. So yeah.
I drink a lot of water, but I put that green stuff in. I looked at Maureen and goes,
I'm telling you, try it with sweet tea. Sweet
Wow.
tea in the greens. It's amazing.
Great for me. Great for me.
Well, and I'll tell you guys what, that what's it called? I can't pronounce it, but it starts with an S. Spirulina,
Oh, yeah.
it's like literally amazing. Like it'll detox your body just like GTFO will.
what is
So-
it?
Spirulina?
I don't know how exactly to say it, but it's like SPIRLUNNA.
Oh, you got me, Bear. I've never heard of it.
But it's basically like super green. And they give it to people who are like in recovery at a hospital. They'll give it to you to help your body heal. And so those greens, they pack a powerful punch and they detox your body.
So I'm going to a bioidentical doctor, so I'm getting ready to take our stuff in. They have some stuff they sell. So I'm gonna take ours in and show them what we have. But I
Yeah.
need the
Very
product, once I get the product sheets, I would take it in and tell them,
Ernie, I
Let's
don't
check
need it,
this
but is
out.
there any more?
Yeah.
sorry, Mar-
Get those sheets done for you guys as quickly as possible. I'm starting tomorrow. It's
Yeah.
funny because they brought us on yesterday and we've already done 4 graphics and like 20 logos.
Yeah, guys, we are officially like graphic designers for Ariel.
you two are so good with that.
Tomorrow we start the product sheets and I'm really excited about that because I've needed it.
I have
needed them
another
multiple
question
times.
for you all.
It'll help me next week with my 2 vape shops, man. It'll help me a lot.
Yeah, if
Because
anything,
I was putting stuff together and I'm like, I don't like the way this looks. I'm so not good at this shit. It's gonna look like a kindergarten to put this presentation together. Because I'm not tech savvy that way at
Well, where are
all.
you from? Are you from Boston?
Who, me?
Yeah.
No, I'm a native Floridian. I live in
Oh.
Tennessee right now.
Oh, really?
Right now, that sounded like you were maybe from Boston.
Oh, no.
I agree.
So Angela, on Monday, or when you go on Monday or Tuesday?
Yeah, so, all right, the wedding Saturday, we're heading back Sunday morning, but I think we're gonna stop and stay the night somewhere in Georgia, so I'll get home like Monday afternoon, evening, I believe.
Okay,
And I don't go back to work until I think Thursday, so it gives me like Tuesday and Wednesday to get to the vape shop.
Okay, so by then we'll have the sheets done, and then also to find out the time that you're going there, and then
Okay.
we'll schedule the call to where like Skylar or one of us can hop on, and we'll
Right.
get like the wholesale details. So therefore, we can do the talking for you. Because basically, guys, what I want you guys to think about is when you make these new connections, don't stress out about knowing all the details. Just focus on getting either me, Lacy, or Skylar on the phone with them, so we can talk with them. So, because that's kind of the angle that I always take. I never say that I'm starting my own business. I always say that I'm helping some friends down in Florida expand their business, and we're looking for folks to work with.
But Tim, we have a problem. People that our age won't talk to strangers.
Okay, well then,
Yeah.
That's something else for you ought to think about as you're working with this age group.
They won't get on the phone and talk to a lot of people they don't know, even with word of mouth. A
And-
lot of people my age don't either.
It does.
And I'm 45.
Okay.
Yeah, but they're connecting with you because they trust you.
Yes, but they
So
won't.
if you're trusting the other person that's talking to them, maybe that won't be like the
Not
truth.
with mine, yes, but with like my mom and my aunt,
No.
they won't.
No, at
They
our
just-
age, these people, when we've talked to them and said, hey, would you like to get on a call? And they go, if you
No.
can tell us
Okay,
enough
we'll do that.
information, then no.
Well,
So we
Right.
can't
probably like,
because they will not get on a call. And that's
They don't want to be bothered.
no, that's something to talk with Skylar about as we were talking tonight, because people our age absolutely refuses to get on a three-way call.
Yeah.
I don't know if you all understand that, but it's a,
no, it makes sense. It makes sense. Okay.
I
so-
wouldn't, my age, I would not get on a three-way call. with
Well, and
some-
you know, I'll tell you what, that live could be really valuable for that. So you could send the live to them, and then if they would consider talking to me on the phone, you know, we could all get on and they could talk to me personally after they watch a video with me in it.
Maybe, but most people won't get on a live at our age.
So,
If
so
someone
Deborah,
would
No,
call-
but
if
the
someone
live-
would call me,
But
I
the
would
live
say,
does with you, you will be able to send to them. So they'll be able to see what the product and stuff is about. And then it'll be a little bit more easier. Certain ones, it'll still be tough to get on the phone, but the right ones will be the ones that'll talk to her.
because a
But-
lot of people our age will not get on it. If it would have been somebody sent it to me, I would have said, you're crazier than hell. I ain't talking to somebody I don't know.
okay, so that's actually amazing information. So Deborah, since folks your age won't talk to other people,
Mhm.
what do you need to make that easier for you?
I need a sheet of paper so I know everything as Lacy's gonna make.
Okay.
So I know everything, all the information that I need to tell them, because
They need-
they're not gonna get on the phone.
Okay.
No, and Tim, I agree with what Debbie's saying.
Mhm.
And I apologize for people our age, but
That's all
Yes.
good.
it has to do with the fact that where they grew up from, they're going to believe in people that they trust. They're not going to just jump on a phone call or on a FaceTime with someone that they don't know. That most of them are not going to actually expose themselves like that.
Okay, that makes sense then. Okay, so what you need are like
There could be
product cheat sheets.
individuals out there that will do something different, but the people that we know, they will not do that. Now, on the other hand,
Will not do what?
they won't just
Jump on a
call.
FaceTime.
Oh, no,
So,
no.
so
I love it. Okay.
Does that
Okay,
make
cool.
sense?
Maureen just came back, so I had to
This-
verify that with her.
So you need stuff that can print out and you can show them and
Yes.
you'll have backup and notes to talk about of what they're looking at and reading.
Exactly.
Now,
Right group,
What?
Huh?
Your age group.
We're 68, 69.
We're old.
We're going on 70.
So
we're old people, okay?
before, so that's why I was asking. I'm her aunt. Hi, Lacy. I'm gonna be starting this. I got my cake thing and I've started it.
what's your name?
Carla.
Hi, Carla. Nice to meet you.
Hi.
So
Okay, cool. So we need product cheat sheets. We need like something that explains joining options and then business. So just so you guys can have all your information right there.
Yes.
and then you guys can- okay, yeah, we got that. We'll get that for
So,
you.
you know, Ernie still works every day in business.
Yeah.
Ernie works at Cisco Foods in the corporate office, so he's been there 50-something years, so he's used to dealing with people.
Okay.
And Ernie will tell you, even his people that's our age, they're not gonna get on a call with you.
I mean, honestly, that's why we had this.
My
meeting.
friends won't get on a call with you either, Tim.
Yeah.
No, nothing against you.
No, it's okay.
They're just gonna say, who the hell is this guy?
I asked
Now,
it,
now, on the other hand, Tim, if they have something in their hand that I can give them, which I'm gonna post on LinkedIn for Debbie, based off of my account about what it is that she's doing and how it can help them, which might intrigue. So I have like 1,000 people that follow me on LinkedIn for what I do. And there could be some that might get intrigued from that. We had some previously and they kind of got intrigued, but then they didn't get intrigued. But if we can have something that we can actually give them a reason.
You guys need tools.
Yeah,
Yes.
reason that they want to follow, whether it's exercise, whether it's health, whether it's
On LinkedIn?
Yes, the protein, the
Oh, yeah.
protein
Oh, yeah.
drinks that we can put out there, but we have to have the information
need
to
to try
go
that
with
too.
it.
You have tremendous.
Or
people
they're not
following
gonna,
you.
or they're not gonna do it.
I
You
do.
need
Yeah.
All right, well, we're putting that together and I'll tell you guys what, so part of the stuff that we're putting together is really cool. We're making branding paths. So basically someone will be able to come onto the website and choose what path is right for them. So we're gonna have a hemp path, like a CBD path. We're gonna have a detox path. We're gonna have a wellness and weight loss path.
Weight loss.
So people will be able to pick like, oh, I'm looking for weight loss. And then it'll give them all the products that are perfect for weight loss with detailed sheets. And so that's what we're doing now. And I think it's going to be an awesome tool for you guys to use. And just
Oh, I think it's gonna be an outstanding tool.
So I've got another crazy idea. So Debbie mentioned our granddaughter who's 19, who's a sophomore up at Hofstra. I firmly believe that Maggie could actually sell this product, but we have to find a way to be able to provide her something to be able to provide to her friends.
Okay.
That could encourage them to realize that it's not a drug. Okay.
Yeah.
It's something that could benefit them.
Yeah.
So you all think about that. I mean, even though Debbie says she's not outgoing, Maggie, our granddaughter, is outgoing.
Okay.
Even more so now. So it's like, is there a way to take a 19-year-old and bring them into this?
Oh yeah.
And that's brilliant because I feel like we all know a college student who could greatly benefit from this business. You know, like I worked 40 hours a week all the way through college, and that was so hard on me. But it's hard to convince a college student to get into sales. And so I think that's an amazing idea. We're basically creating tools for people who aren't willing to get on the phone, but we need to sell them through,
I mean,
you know, like
honestly,
graphics.
yeah, that was kind of the main reason why I wanted to have this meeting.
Blessed. She's not working because of us. So she has time to be able to do things.
But the most important thing is anxiety for these kids and sleep.
Yeah.
You got something both.
My daughter has anxiety. Every one of the kids
Birthday
that she
cake.
runs around with
Oh
has
my God,
anxiety.
birthday cake. Birthday cake, birthday cake, birthday cake.
And if
I
there's
love whoever say
You know, we should mention to them, we should do age group paths.
You should do age group, yes.
I think that's
Yes.
important because these kids in college need for anxiety and sleep.
Yes. Well, and even something to kind of like give them energy to make it through their day. So it would be kind of like
The slave
energy, and sleep. Yes.
Hey, I'm not a college kid, but I need all that too.
Yeah, me too.
But it works.
we do too.
We all do, and it works well. I have it, and it works real well.
Now, I'm gonna change the subject, but I got another question.
is
The
this person?
Cloud 8 that they used to have, is that coming back out?
Can I share like
Go for it,
info?
Barry.
Okay, so please don't tell anyone this. It's not for certain. But basically they've struggled with merchant accounts. So banks don't want to basically get behind Cloud 8 because it's you know, it's a different type of product.
I know.
So they have found a couple merchants that could support Delta 8. And they've talked to us about the fact that we could be coming out with a fall seasonal Delta 8. It's not 100% right now. It's probably about 90%, but we are waiting on them to release it any minute. So we're really hoping that we're going to have that next month.
What does that do?
I've got so many people asking for the Delta 8. I'm going, oh, I don't think we have it anymore.
But can you
Well, and
imagine?
I'll tell you what too, our Delta 8 is a lower milligram than HempWorks. I know that HempWorks kind of like shot people into outer space. And so ours is a little less. And I think it's the perfect amount because if you need more, you can take 2 gummies.
Exactly.
Right.
You know, but you're not going to get rocked by taking 1 gummy.
Right.
Maureen,
And I had some people tell me that theirs was basically becoming a ball of gummy because they were just taking like a third or a half. and then they would just all stick together. And I feel like you can take a 5 milligram, which I believe is what Ariel's is, and you could take more than one. And I find value in that.
Yeah.
I agree with you. I've had a lot of people come up and say, well, we need this. And I'm like, well, we don't have it, but maybe.
The way that
Just
I kinda
like
see
the
it,
Lions Pride that came out, that everybody's asking
Oh my
for.
God, is that coming back?
so apparently between, what is it, 10 to,
In a
is it
different
8 to
form?
10? 8 p.m. to 10 a.m.?
Not Lions Pride.
Lions Pride's not going to be on because this is
Lions Pride's not there, Tim.
so. This is the problem with the Rockstar Worms and the Lions Pride.
But
Those
wait,
are,
Lacy,
those
what's
are the two
What's
CBD
Rockstar?
gummies.
What's
So Rockstar Worms are awesome. They literally look like gummy worms, but they're just CBD, just like the Lions Pride. And what happened is they got them approved. They started selling them, and then the merchants backed out because they were like, "This looks
look
too
like
much
candy.
like candy." They were
They
like,
were
"This
really
is
good,
a
though.
liability. We can't sell this," and so their merchants backed out. So they're trying to find a way to get that back on the website in a different form that doesn't look so much like candy, but it's been so hard for them to keep products on because of their merchant accounts.
Hey, Lacy, like Maureen just says, she don't understand what you're talking about, a merchant account. Can you explain that?
Yeah, so basically the merchant is the person that agrees to process payments
It's the bank.
and put that money into Ariel's account. So the merchant is the person that takes money out of your account and then gives it to Ariel. And merchants are very picky. They want the product to not look like candy. They want it to have certain ingredients. They want it to pass all of their standards. And so the merchant accounts have been giving them problems. And so what they've done in this last month is they found multiple merchants that will approve different things. So they're hoping that by next month, they'll be able to list all the products, and different merchants will take care of processing the payment, but having multiple will allow us to have more products online. And so it's been kind of a struggle as like a new business type of thing to find the right merchants that will be okay with the products that we offer.
Lions Pride come back in a different form, but Lions Pride still?
Say that one more time.
Will Lions Pride come back in a different form,
Wait a minute.
but still be called Lions Pride?
That's actually a good suggestion.
Well,
It
that's what
won't look like candy, but will it still have the same incredible taste and still be called Lions Pride?
if they change the look, it's going to be the same formula, but it's really just going to depend on if their merchant, agrees with that sale.
That's one of our biggest hang up right now.
Absolutely.
The merchants told them, they were like, the Lion's Pride looks too much like rainbow strips, and the Rockstar worms look too much.
They're so good though.
Oh my God, it's so good.
It's so good, and we want them.
I can't get it anymore. I'm just really not taking it as much as I want to.
It's funny because Kristen and Travis are like very rebellious. And so even though it's not allowed, they're still giving away both of those products and Delta 8
Well, I'm working.
Right.
through promotions. And so I think that's hilarious. But
Question.
what they told me is they're still producing it. They're waiting for it to be approved in a minute. And so it's ready to go on the shelves as soon as they get that go from the merchant.
Okay, I have a question real quick
Right.
about the contest about if you get 4 VIPs or 4 affiliates.
Stars.
It's just VIP.
Yeah.
So 4 customer VIPs.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then
Okay,
you get to
by
take-
the 30th.
And then there's another promotion, right? That if you get so many, you get something else.
Yes. So Angela, what you joined in this month, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
I joined when I was sick Friday. I ordered my oil and I was like, what are you doing? I'm like, we just started another CBD business. He's like, we did what?
I'm like, oh, we just started another CBD business. He's like, oh, fuck.
But I was your
And
customer.
then I
The
called my
fact that-
friend. I was sick. I was so sick that last week, y'all. It was ridiculous sick. I thought I was dying.
And I'm her guinea pig.
So, and I'm like, okay, this is what I just did, and this is what Tim and Lacey's been doing, and da 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 da, and this is what I'm gonna do. And she's like, okay, let me know when I order. I'm like, okay. I called her 2 hours later. She ordered.
And you guys had to help get my.
And Brandon's the one.
Oh,
Brandon and Bonnie are the
okay,
ones
yeah,
that had to
I
help
remember
our
that.
order because
I
I
remember
was the
that.
one
Okay.
that I'm like, it's not doing it.
We had
It's
the
It
not
wouldn't go
processing.
through under her for nothing.
wouldn't do
Thank
it.
you.
It wouldn't do it.
Oh, Carla, I'm so happy that
But luckily,
everything
like,
got sorted out.
yeah,
But
like,
my
the-
They
question,
fixed it and it went through.
oh, good, good.
yeah,
Because I
it was-
don't, but my question is I started on the birthday cake thingy. Okay,
Yeah.
I had it yesterday and today. Now I was taking 5 of the 1,500 from Hempworks. So what should I take of this?
1,000 milligrams of birthday cake with
Yeah.
cereal
So
to make it
Ah.
work like hemp work.
if I were you, I would start with 5 drops 2 times a day. And then just
That's it.
kind of see how that goes. If you're not really feeling it as much as you would like to, go ahead and bump up to 10 drops 2 times a day. Because I'll tell you what, I've had some veteran CBD users come to me and buy this birthday cake, and it's kind of put them on their ass.
Do you
Like,
smoke weed?
Yeah.
they're taking the same amount as they did in HempWorks, and it's too much. They're almost like, wow, like this is making me tired. And so start with the lowest, start with 5 drops 2 times a day, and then work your way up from there just to make sure it doesn't take you out, because it's a very, very strong CBD.
Yeah.
So if you remember with Hempworks,
really
like it said to take a dropper full. So we're still telling you guys to start low and
And
get
slow.
yourself to where your sweet spot is.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
that is because we are now a proprietary blend again,
Yeah.
and it is the right kind
It's
of
strong.
CBD.
It's strong.
It's-
So you want to get to your sweet spot. Now with the 1,500 from Hempworks, it probably was not anywhere near what this is.
Yeah.
It's going to be effective,
Yes.
what you have now.
I
So start low, get yourself to your sweet spot.
Yeah,
Okay, thank you.
I just have to tell you, I don't know who I'm talking to. I was incredibly yesterday today. Why are you laughing at me?
She's so cute. I love that.
I know it.
I'm drunk.
We love you, Maureen. We're all drunk. We're all
Yesterday
drunk.
and
It's all good.
today, I have been so incredibly stressed, I can't even deal with life. And today I thought, oh my God, I've got the birthday cake in my cupboard. Let me take it. And I
Yes.
Yes.
Now see,
instantly, I just felt, oh,
Same.
and I could handle, and my news was good. So everything ended up absolutely wonderful. But birthday cake, first ever time I took it. And I've
Saved the day.
read all of this stuff. Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Deborah.
Amazing.
Deborah.
now I did notice today driving over
What's
here
on
because
Maureen?
I live on the other coast.
It-
And the GPS got me discombobulated. Usually I'd be like, "Ah, dang it, yeah," and I'm like, okay, God, it's all good. It took me an extra half hour, 45 minutes, but I wasn't stressing.
Did you take some?
Yeah, I took it this morning. I took it as soon as I got it yesterday, and then I took it last night, yesterday afternoon, last night, this morning, and this evening.
And you're good?
Wait. Yeah, I'm good. I'm like calm. But the thing is that I did, you were saying that, and I noticed that instead of flipping out because I didn't know where I was just like,
It comes
okay, I'm gonna pull over and I'm gonna do this and redo this and
being rational.
And you were fine?
yes, in a calm.
Driving
Instead
was one of
anxiety
the
going and going,
biggest.
"Ah!"
Driving was one of the biggest, like,
Stay there.
things that showed me that there was a change.
Yeah.
Because I can drive by a semi now and not freak out.
Yes.
And I can go over a bridge now and not freak out. Like, that's what showed me that it was working.
Well, and I'll tell you guys what. So first of all, Angela, you joined
So
this
Lacy,
month.
we're
So
laying
you,
groundwork for your and my conversation, right? Here. It's all kinds of stuff. Sorry, go on with what you're saying.
oh, no,
Yeah.
you're okay.
Yeah.
Since you joined in September, you have the full month to get your 4 customers. And if you do that, you're going to get that pack. And so next, I also want to say my mom, she's been someone who she is on the maximum amount of ADHD medication. She's the one that pushed me into HempWorks. And when she got the CBD, it took her over a month to feel the effects. Like she was one of those people that was like taking it religiously. She was like, where's it at? What's it gonna do? And it didn't show up for over a month. And so we got the birthday cake. We went to her house. We were about to go to the fair with our babies. And I was like, let me show you this. It's so amazing. And I just dropped a couple drops into her mouth. And when we got home that night, she was like, I had no pain all night. She was like, this worked for me on the first day. And so it is the most effective CBD that I've ever found. And I've even recommended it to my pregnant women, and everyone that I've met, they're taking small amounts. It's extremely effective. And it just feels so good to give people a CBD that works that fast,
Yes.
Anybody that doesn't know Lacy knows Lacy works with a lot of ladies that's pregnant with the CBD, diaper rashes, the whole works. And Lacy has helped so many. So if Lacy thinks the birthday cake is the better, I'd go with Lacy. Lacy out from diaper rashes and mixing it all. And if you think that birthday cake is the best,
Angela's
I would
mama, you need to
completely-
take birthday cake.
Yes, you do.
That's my aunt. I'm her aunt,
Oh,
and I
no.
am taking it. She is. I am.
Hey, Lacy. So I just ordered the 2,000 milligram spray that you were talking about.
The 777.
What is?
No, the Kush.
That blueberry kush.
Oh shit! Yeah.
What's that? What is that?
Okay,
What's
so
No, I'm not a pothead. What's that? No, my daughter is. What's that? What's that blueberry kush stuff? What?
So
What?
CBD is like my main thing because so I had hyperviscous gravidarum when I was pregnant. And basically I was just like too sick to survive. And the women that come to me with that condition, we have to take so much CBD. Like we're taking 3 droppers a day just to eat and drink and all these things. And so what I've noticed is that the birthday cake is great. It is a 1,000 milligram broad spectrum, so there's no THC in there. It's also a nano, so it's going to sink into your system faster. You're not going to lose as much of the CBD to your digestive system. So a lot of times, if you're just taking a broad spectrum or a full spectrum, you're swallowing it. And a lot of it is trying to process through your digestive system. You might pee it out. The nano stops that. The nano goes directly into your bloodstream as soon as it's in your mouth because the particles are so small. So that's the birthday cake. When it comes to the full spectrum, either the plain Jane or the watermelon mojito, those are perfect for my pregnant women. And I recommend those alongside the birthday cake. Like if they're too afraid to do the nano, that's my second step. But I'll tell you guys what, there's a lot of people in the world that do not want a CBD with THC in it, like even trace amounts.
Yeah.
And so we have the most badass broad spectrum CBD that I've ever tasted, ever seen, ever been, exposed to in my life. And it's a blueberry kush and it's a spray. And so you take this CBD, anybody can take it. Like if you're drug tested at work, you can use the blueberry kush. And you spray it into your mouth and you just hold it for a second and it's 2,000 milligrams. So it's a very, very strong CBD and it's one of my favorites. Like between the birthday cake and the broad spectrum, it kind of shocked me because the full spectrum was everything to me. And now I'm kind of like backing away from the full spectrum. And so it's been a wild journey for me to like be exposed to all these new CBDs that work.
Right. And we were taught so differently with HempWorks.
Yes.
And when you told me that last weekend, I was like, oh my gosh, I was so curious as to what the sprays do. and you're like, oh my gosh, it made me so relax.
I never heard of the spray before.
It's so good. Like the blueberry kush is so good. And
Where do we find the sprays on
It's
the
on our
website?
site.
Oh, is
So
it?
you have to search for it. I found out last night, but it's the 8 to 11 a.m. thing. 8 p.m. to 11 a.m. You can only buy it then.
You can buy it
And
now.
it's $150. So 150.
it's
It's
the
super
most
strong.
expensive, I believe.
Yeah, it's
out
super
of all
Yeah.
of the CBDs.
But it
But
works
it's
really good.
2,000 milligrams. So you need like a spray.
Like one spray will do
and
ya.
with that one,
Right.
you can recommend that to anybody who's working and they get drug tested. Like you can
Right.
take this
My
data
husband
out
would
of
love
CBD
that.
and
Everyone
you're
I
not
work
going to
with.
get in trouble.
But used to smoking weed, how many sprays can they take and still pass a drug test with that?
Yeah, Lacy and Tim.
So the broad spectrum, you can take the entire bottle and you're going to pass the drug test because
With
there's
the broad-
no trace THC.
Right.
But with the full spectrum, you could fail.
Yeah.
I know that one.
With the birthday cake though, it's also a broad spectrum. So the birthday cake won't fail you for a drug test either.
They don't have a
We
high.
got broad spectrum
Full
because my
spectrum.
husband quit smoking. Hold on, what year is it? So like in
21.
2018, when he had a massive panic attack and thought he was having a heart attack. So when I told him about the new one, he's like, "You got broad spectrum, right?" He's like, "I don't even want to risk it." The way I felt that night, I thought I was gonna die. I'm like, "We're good. You can pass the drug test if you drank the whole bottle." He's like, "Okay,
Yeah.
I'm on."
Okay, now my thing is I had to retire early because I need a hip replacement and I couldn't work. Now, Social Security, I only have like $1,000 a month, so I can't keep
You get.
like in HempWorks if you didn't order every month.
Gal, you get your GTFO going.
They'll tell you how to make it work to where you're not paying out of pocket for your purchase every month.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
Well,
basically,
that's what I'm wondering because like me,
No, she
living
got-
off of just $1,000 a month
Right.
and my bills are like maybe half that. And I love my CBD, but to have to order every month is not really
Feasible.
feasible. Yeah.
I mean, what we did. So
Well, and with this,
yeah. So basically, what we did is that when we spent our initial investment, our first job was to work the business to make our money back. And then
Yep.
like yesterday, we just ordered and we actually spent, you know how you get the vault and you get your money in the vault? We just spent the money that was in the vault on our new order. You know, so if you're working the business and you're getting those customer sales and things like that, because yeah, like Lacy just mentioned.
we also have a program. So check
Oh,
this
yeah.
out. So Carla, if you bring in 1,000 in business volume of customers, so let's say that you find 10 customers to order 100 BV, you get $100 free in product. If you find 2,500 in customers, you get $100 free in product plus a $250 bonus. So they give you bonuses and Ariel money to spend based on the amount of customers that you're bringing in. And that way you can make it completely free for yourself. If you focus on building your customer base, you'll never have to pay for a product.
Yeah, so that's
May have another customer for you too.
yeah, like that's kind of the goal is where you just, you know, you just hustle the business, you know, get your product out there. Cause that's what we did. We just hustled.
And then you don't really have to
You
spend
can do
money.
it at the flea markets.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
get the money up for the booth and get stuff. Yeah, I know. Because I can go, there is a flea market near me. I can go on the weekends.
Yep.
Well, and at the flea market too, you could even put out like a sheet and take pre-orders. So what
Yes.
are you interested in? Let's talk about what CBD would be perfect for you. You could take a pre-order for the birthday cake, take their $80, go ahead and create a customer account in their name, and then send it to your house. And then you can deliver it to them at the flea market. And that way you're earning a commission. They created a customer account, so you get that BV. And they also get that product, and you don't have to go out any money. Like you don't have to invest money, buy the product, then sell it because they bought it from you beforehand. And that's been something that's effective at flea markets as well.
Just gotta hustle. That's pretty much it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Carla. I mean, our main goal at the beginning is to get back
Your
Make
mom.
the money back.
invested.
Yeah.
And
What sucked for me is I did it when I was sick as balls, and then I left 4 days later on vacation.
yeah,
Hi, Maureen.
that's good for you though, Angela. I really feel like your vacation is going to be good for you. So
When I came into town and I saw the rainbows, I'm like, damn, it just hit me.
It's
It put
for
me
me.
in some feels. I was
so
like,
many signs, signs pointing everywhere.
I gotta get other. Okay, here's another thing, guys. So I can take pictures out the ass for content. I suck at putting it into words like Lacy with the story for business or customers. Yeah. I suck at that. Like I can be like, I had a great time with it. I mean, you see my posts. I'm not bad at it, but I have no idea how to incorporate without making it a fucking novel. Excuse my French. I sparkle that shit like parsley.
That was smooth as fuck.
I'll tell you what, a lot of people in this
That was so
industry have
smooth.
told me that my posts are too long. And I'm like, fuck you. My posts are gonna be long because I have a lot to say. And honestly, like people will read your posts. So never feel like your post is too long. At least I don't. And another thing is that you can send the picture to the chat and we can kind of help you create the post that you're looking for. Like we can kind of give you key points that you post about with that product. And then you can form your post based off of like a collaborative environment that's also like working with you to create your post.
You know, that would help because sometimes I look and think, oh, what the hell do I post now?
We can help you.
Thank you.
You guys want to hear something cool?
Yes.
Yeah.
Duh.
Hold on, let's see if I can.
So freaking
proud.
I can't see.
Hold on, wait,
Hang
hold
on,
on.
get out of that.
Let's go on like this so I can see.
Listen to this real quick. So this is what Skylar just said.
This is from Skylar.
Is it on?
Okay.
Oh, now it's on.
Now turn your volume all the way up. Okay.
Maybe I'm in my feels, but I just wanted to tell you guys I'm so freaking proud of you. And I'm so thankful that you're on this journey with me. And I'm so thankful that you're introducing me to these amazing people. Like Brandon and I had like a really deep, long conversation tonight about like what's going on in the world and just like all kinds of shit. Like I'm just so thankful. Like this is amazing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cry.
Yeah. So I'm just really
She
happy.
almost made me cry. Like
upline who was also in HempWorks with us, Bobby and
I
Daniel.
can't. I seriously can't. When we were talking, I was like, "Holy shit!" Like, there were so many like
You guys live like 20 minutes
coincidences
from each
between
other.
our stories that I was like, I
live
was
like 20
so meant to meet you. Like,
I wanna
it's
smoke a cig.
easy. I don't know.
Brandon, you guys live like 20 minutes from each other. Less than that.
I know too. Like, we gotta hang out.
Yeah, you guys could throw a rock and hit each other. All right, guys. It's almost 12 o'clock. It's getting.
Oh, geez. Oh, my.
You guys want to call it a wraps and we'll record everything? Everything's recorded, so we'll put it in the team chat and stuff.
Them poor people. God. Okay.
I know. Sorry, guys. Sorry.
He's like, peace out, that crazy biatch. Peace.
It's so amazing to spend this time with you guys. Like,
Yeah, this was fun.
You guys, this has been awesome.
Hey,
All
I,
right.
learned, I learned a lot. Thank you all for taking the time for us tonight. It's
That was
something
awesome.
we've never had before.
Oh,
we're gonna keep giving it to you,
yeah,
Deborah.
guys. We're just
Yeah.
getting started. We're just getting started, guys.
You're stuck with us, Deborah.
You're along for the ride now. Buckle up.
Yeah, I'm so.
I like being
guys,
along for the ride for all you young people. We're learning a lot.
I love it.
Young. I'm young.
I'm young.
You're young. You got no
Love
body,
you
but your young
guys.
Mind, okay?
All right, guys. Love you
Bye,
guys. Love you guys.
Love you. Bye.
You guys take
Bye.
it easy.
Oh, I love these people. They're fun.